Here we go. Side stories. Loud side stories, of course. Very loud, yes. So there's 2 side stories to do. There's Momiji's Longest Day and Aya's Underworld Ordeal. Which one should I start with? Cause I'm assuming I just go in order, but you know, if there's a better order than top bottom, like if bottom first is better. Yeah, I've never heard this mix before, and I don't know where to get it. Pretty good though. Just start with Momiji's. Alright. Momiji's Longest Day. Here we go. So this is gonna be just story time. You know, grab some food, grab a drink, or do something. I don't know. I wish I had spaghetti, which I will after the stream, mind you. But right now, I kind of wish I had some spaghetti. Give me a moment. And get started. Get ready. And we will begin. Sokyo. An isolated world that is not unlike a still, calm sea. As long as no storm comes, no great waves will disrupt the water's surface. But at the same time, the sea never stops moving. Many small waves endlessly roil against each other. This is the story of one such small wave. Oh, that was your intro. Boon Maru Newspaper HQ. Come in. Really, come in. It's open. It's open. That voice. Momiji? Please open the door. What's wrong? Do you have your hands full? No, but... Oh, alright. I'm coming. No one's here. Aya, down here. Wait, did she shrink? Look down. Down. Small. Oh, what a cute little visitor. Wait, you look a lot like Momiji, don't you? Are you her little sister or something? No, it's me. It's Momiji. Yes. I'm Momiji. Oh my god, she's precious. Is this some kind of game? Like being it? No, it's me, Aya. Kid, I don't know how you know me, but weren't you taught not to make fun of grown-ups? I'm busy, so go find someone else to play with. Come on, please believe me. It's me, Momiji Inubashiri. Look, even if you say that, the Momiji I know looks completely different. But I'm Momiji. Why don't you believe me? Whoa, don't start crying. What do I do now? I just meant the Momiji I know isn't a cute little girl like you. My Momiji's, well, she's my assistant. Who you make brew you tea, make rub your shoulders, and make run your errands for you, right? No way. I get a lot of practice. That line, you really are Momiji, aren't you? That's what I've been saying. Guess I have no choice but to believe it. So, how on earth did you end up like this? I don't know either. You just went home the same way you usually do yesterday though, right? Right. Well, maybe not the same as ever, exactly. Huh? Last night you had me pick up some sake you ordered. That's right. So you went to Korindo. Yeah, I remember picking up your package. I think I went home after that, but I don't really remember anything else. Oops, I added a word. Brew UT I think still works in terms of sentence, but it confused me. Also, you went with your and all the other ones, so it stood out. When I woke up, I was by the river near here. I was thirsty, so I tried to have a drink and... I see. You saw your face reflected in the water. That's right, I knew you'd get it! Where am I? What? There we go. So that's just obvious. Leaving that aside, How do I pronounce that? Yeah, good enough. Hmm? I can't take it. Hey, Aya! Who would have thought, Momiji, that you make such a cute little kid? I really don't mind, so you might as well stay like that. Aya, this isn't a laughing matter. I mean, why not? You can still do your assistant work and your patrols like this, right? Aya, do you not care what happens to me at all? What? Oh. No, you made her cry. Yameno! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Momiji. Juan. Okay. It was a joke. Just a bad joke. Why? I'm sorry. I apologize. I apologize. So please don't cry. You promise you'll take this seriously? I do. I promise. I want to go back to normal. Alright, if you stay like that, people will just treat you like a child. I can't fly anymore, so if I stay like this, I won't be able to patrol or help you anyway. You can fly? No one can fly. Huh? You can't fly? Yeah, looks like it. That's a bit of a problem. What are we gonna do? Well, as things stand, we know far too little. And you don't remember what happened, do you? Yeah, I'm sorry. For now, let's just go to the river where you woke up. Maybe there's clues left there. Just show me the way. Okay, this way. God, she's like palm-sized. A certain magical index. A certain riverbank. Oh, that's not as cool. This is the place. Yeah, it was somewhere around here. But there's nothing unusual around here. Well, let's still take a look around. See if we can find anything. Okay. By the way, Aya. What? You told me to look around, but what are we looking for? Anyway, let's see if we can find anything sus. Maybe that could be some kind of incident. Chat, one day the Among Us will leave my body. Until then, please bear with me. That's really vague, but I'll try. So, did you find anything? Not really. What about you, Aya? I found something very odd here. Come have a look. What is it? Here. Look, the grass is pretty tall, but it's been flattened in a kind of circle. Like something was placed here. This is... What, did you notice something? You won't get angry? I won't know until you tell me. This is Aya's footsteps. Then I won't tell you. Oh, Momiji, you really think I'll allow that? Oh, you'll definitely be angry when I tell you. No, I won't get angry, so tell me. You promise? I promise. Really? I think this is where I fell asleep. Huh? I think this is the place where I woke up, and it's about my size. So the grass I was lying down on got flattened. Doesn't that make sense? Aya? Why wouldn't you just say that? You got angry anyway. I really thought there'd be a clue, but there's nothing here. You promised you wouldn't get angry. That's because you were so difficult about it. I wasn't being difficult. Even then, Momiji. You look fine, but are you injured anywhere? Huh? No, nowhere. That's lucky, isn't it? Oh my god. She's adorable. Because of these tracks. I don't understand. You don't? Let's review what happened last night. So, you went shopping at Koirindo. Yes, that's right. What happened next? Well, I tried to head home, but I don't really remember anything past that. What does that mean? How do I put it? Nothing felt wrong. Nothing at all? Nothing at all. I was flying as usual and... You realized? Could I have... I think you did. Last night you were flying as usual and hurrying home. On the way, for some unknown reason, you shrank. You lost the power to fly and crashed here. You were lucky it happened in a place like this. The grass cushioned your fall. If you'd fallen in the river, or some harder ground... Ow, ow, ow. Well, no point in thinking about it now. I'm getting chills just imagining it. Well, I'm glad you're safe. He. Oh my god, her expression there is just... I don't know if I call it vacant, but it's just so, like... It's so... it's so big. I don't think we'll find any more clues here. Looks like it. So what do we do now, Aya? I can't think of anything. Aya, please don't whine like that. I just need to get my thoughts in order. Sorry. Seriously, stop acting like that. It's weird. Alright, I got an idea. Did you come up with something? Let's pay Corindo a visit. So we're going to retrace my steps? Right, there might be a clue somewhere along the way. Let's just ask Renosuke about what happened last night. He might know something. Okay. Hey, watch your step. I know. And she tripped. Hey! Ow. Come on, Momiji. How did you even trip like that over nothing? Ow. Ugh, you're covered in mud. Here, get up. You can't stand here like this. She's gonna cry. No. Momiji. No. Ah, it hurts. Oh, I feel so bad. Come on, you just fell down. Stop crying, please. Just because you got the body of a child doesn't mean you started to think like a child. If you think about it calmly, this isn't worth crying about. Come on, Momiji, you can't keep crying forever. Aww. I just have no idea how to handle little kids. Please stop crying. She's not stopping. I mean, it's not my fault, is it? Somebody help. Your prayers have been answered. Oh, God. Chat, who is this gonna be? We're still on the mountain, so this is either Notori, Tenshi, or someone from the Moria Shrine. Oh, God. What if it's Tenshi? I hope it's Tenshi. Tenshi would be the most entertaining, but I don't think it's Tenshi. It might be Sanai. Huh? Oh, it's her! Almost Tenshi. I have heard your desperate cries, and thus here I am in all my splendor. See, I remember she was on the credits, she was on the credits cast wheel, but I guess she wasn't actually involved in the teaser case. She was involved here. Wait, you're... Now, we should see to you first, little lady. What? There, I'm here now, so everything is fine. Ugh. She doesn't have much in the way of, poofy sleeves. Oh, you poor thing, you scraped your knees. A bit of river water will make you feel better. Hey, let me go! Yes, just be patient. And I have something for you on me, too. What is this, a scrap of cloth? This is called a Band-Aid. It's used to cover wounds. I've never seen anything like it. Is it from the outside world? Let me just put this on. And next is the magic words. Pain, pain, go away. There, yeah, there it is! How are you feeling? Does it still hurt? Doesn't hurt anymore. That's good, I'm glad. Let it be known, chat, if you do not acknowledge a child's pain, they do not feel pain. Those fuckers are invincible. Let's try not to fall again, alright? I'll be careful. Well, thank you. You saved me there. No, there's no need to thank me. by the way, you are... Oh, pardon me. Tasai Ikunagai, the messenger from the clouds. Clouds? Well, I suppose the details are not important. Huh. I am fish. Now I must take my leave. Tuxedo mask out. Whoa, wait. The crying girl and Trouble Maiden are no longer in need, thanks to my gallant rescue. Oh my god. But now I sense another poor soul in the air. Farewell. Saraba! That was amazing. Oh, that was weird. She's gone. What the hell was that? Ah, I nearly forgot. You're still here? Rain will come soon, so you should find refuge somewhere. Huh? But it's so sunny. It's just a bit of advice. Stop talking in tilties. Is she actually gone now? Looks like it. What a weirdo. Iku has only shown up in 10.5, 12.3, and 12.5. Double spoiler, I believe, was her last appearance in the games in any capacity. And as far as the written works go, I don't think she's ever appeared outside of an article that Aya wrote on Celestial's veils. Because there's the urban legend or mythical folklore or whatever that like Celestials will drop their veils on Earth, and it's the rule among them is that if someone picks it up, they know they belong to them, so they drop them in hopes that a handsome man will pick them up and wed them. But you know, if someone who they don't like picks it up, they just steal it back and then do it again. So you know how it'd be. She's in Violet Detector. That's Dream Iku, but you're right. You're right. Flandre's also in that game. I haven't actually played Violet Detector, so my knowledge cuts short with a double spoiler. But as far as relevance goes, she's kind of definitely got the shortest end of the stick for the fighting game characters. I guess there's not much you can really do with her, but she doesn't even really show up now that even Tenchi's come back though. Like, I wouldn't say they were a pair, but you know, it would have been nice to see Iku come back even just once or twice, right? Aya, you shouldn't say that about people. She's a good person, isn't she? She took care of me. I don't think she's a bad person or anything. I just think she's weird. And my professional intuition tells me there's something suspicious about her sudden appearance. That's just how you are, huh, Aya? That's what it means to be a journalist, I suppose. That's just how I am. Well, we should get going, Momiji. Don't make me talk to your boss, Blue Aya. She doesn't exist yet, though. Shouldn't we get shelter from the rain? Chat, of all the new characters, Blue Aya is the only one whose full name I remember. It's like Misumaru for stage 4, Tsukasa for the mid-boss, and then you have... Oh god, what was it? Izunamaru Megumu. Izunamaru Megumu. I remember her full name. And then there was Tenkyu something. Started with a C. Tenkyu with a Y. It's a Y. And then Momoyo, whose last name I don't know yet, but I'm getting a grasp on their first names. Yeah, I don't know. You can call her Saiyan. Oh, that's good. Tenkyu Shimada. Okay, I can probably remember that, but yeah, I'm getting the hang of it. I think I got their first names down. We got Mike, Mike, Takane, Sanyo, Minu. Oh god, I forgot her again. I keep wanting to say Minamitsu, like Murasa's name, but I know it's not that, but I can't remember it. Misumaru, yeah, Misumaru. Tsukasa, Megumu, Tenkyu, and Momoyo. I like Momoyo's name. Hell, I just like Momoyo's design. She's really cool. Shouldn't we get shelter from the rain? All the new characters in the main story are already existing species. Yeah, we have, well, not necessarily. I guess. I mean, Orin is a Kasha, Chen is a Bakeneko. But, Mike is a maneki neko. So, you know, it's type of cat. And Takane is a type of kappa. Sanyo is a type of mountain hag. We have another Tengu. What is Misamaru then? What is she? What is her species? Why? Because she said it's gonna rain just a moment ago. A god? It's a bit open, don't you think? She's a god, so she's an existing species. But what about stage 6? Again, yeah, Tsukasa's a kitsune. And Ron is technically a kitsune as well. Again, a little bit of can of worms on that one. Not gonna worry about. There's also the kitsune that turns in, or the fox that turns into what's her name? And then stage 6 is a god, and then Momoyo is Boog. I want a Boog collection. I want the Bugsaurus for more emotes. We're gonna need a bug collection. Wriggles. We need a Wriggle-esque Momoyo. Centipede version. We'll see. I've already, given him, 5 requests, so I'm gonna slow down on that for a bit. Because she said it's gonna rain just a moment ago. Come on, Momiji, look at the sky. She's a tube fox, which is a fair and wild hermit. Yeah, that's the one that turns into Marissa. That fox doesn't have a name, I don't think, but she basically shows up at one of Reimu's parties and she's hungover and she's still there, and then when Reimu wakes up and wants to smack her around, and then she tricks Reimu into doing something. So she shows up more than in one chapter, but I don't think she had a name. Come on, Momiji, look at the sky. Dude, Momoyo's design is really nice. I really like it. The ribbons, the rings, she's also got darkened skin and ash gray hair. I really like her design. Come on, Momiji, look at the sky. It's all blue. Does it look like it'll rain anytime soon? There's not a cloud in the sky. Right, so there's no way it's going to rain. Just forget about it and let's go. Okay then. Alright, off we go. And it's raining. No way. It's pouring! But there wasn't a cloud in sight a second ago. The sky's all dark now. Let's find a place to take shelter from the rain. Reimu lives near here, right? No, she doesn't. There's a rain effect going on the screen. Right, let's go to the Hakurei Shrine, top speed. Wait, don't forget me. Time to buy some knuckle sandwich. The veranda. I don't think the Hakurei Shrine has a veranda. A veranda? Veranda? Vendetta. Ooh. I'm so tired. We wouldn't have gotten so wet if you could fly. I'm sorry. Sorry. Hey, it can't be helped. But we're drenched. I didn't think I'd start pouring like that. Yeah. If it isn't the simple newspaper reporter. Oh, hi, Reimu. Hello. It started raining suddenly, so do you mind if we stay until it lets up? I don't really mind, but you're already drenched. Well, I had to go at Momiji's pace. Why don't you just pick her up and fly with her? She's like half your size. Huh? She's not that slow, is she? Wait, where even is she? She's right in front of you. What? Who's this little kid? That's Momiji. No, it isn't. Yeah, no, it isn't. No, it is. Why is Momiji a pup? Unsure yet, but she showed up at Aya's door and she was small. So now we're trying to figure out why she's small. No. Just repeating no isn't going to change anything. But there's no way. It's really me, Momiji! How did you get so tiny? That's what we're trying to find out. Ugh. I can't explain all that much, but... You don't seem very interested. That's because I'm not interested. To be honest, it doesn't matter to me either way. Thanks, Reimu, for listening to my troubles. Let me just, you know, pour my heart out onto Reimu, and she just does not care. But you know what? Maybe that's okay. Maybe that's fine. Hey, It's pretty funny, so why not leave her like this? Alright, hold on, slow down. That's the exact same thing you said, Aya. Please forget about that. What are you two mumbling about? Oh, it's nothing. I'd appreciate it if you could help us with this. Nope. If you're going to turn me down, could you at least smile like that? Could you at least not smile like that when you do it? Why? Would it make you feel better if I refused with a grumpy face? I wish you'd at least pretend to consider helping. Why should I help you? I have no reason to. Well, Reimu is nothing if not blunt. It's not like we're strangers, are we? I know just about everyone there is to know against Sokyo, so that doesn't mean anything. You're so cold. Ice cold. I have my hands full handling the shrine. I've never seen you busy around here. Shut up. You're not around all the time, are you? Shrine maidens have a lot they have to do. That's right. You're a shrine maiden. Shouldn't you help people in need? What is it you think shrine maidens do? They wear red and white clothes and sip tea on verandas. You after one of my knuckle sandwiches again? Oh no, I'm still on that diet. Whatever. Dealing with you is too much trouble. You can just figure this out yourselves. I like this Reimu. This Reimu makes me giggle. Why? Why? Weren't you listening to what I was saying? Helping you won't help me put food on the table. Yeah. Looks like you get it. I get it. Well, I get something at least. If you do get it, then give up. Just head home when the rain stops. You really won't? Momiji? You won't help me unless it'll get you food? Well, I guess you could put it like that. There's something at Aya's office, one of our 5 treasures. If you help, we'll give it to you. Hey, did your brain shrink with your body? I'm not gonna get lured in by your half-eaten snacks. Right, Momiji, so let's just give up. How about some of Korindo's salted rice cakes? You think you can just bribe me like that? I'm not that cheap. 3 bean jam stuffed salted rice cakes? And once we're done, you can have one with black beans. When do we start? Come on, what do you need me to do? Tell me. Well, Reimu. What? What's wrong? Aren't you getting lured by snacks right now? Better than dirt, dog. Is that a problem for you? No, that's not what I meant, but then there's no but. Everyone's happy here. Is that really fine? It's fine, Aya. Momiji. Reimu's got good intuition, so I'm sure she'll be a big help. And she looks so happy now. Well, she does seem like a different person now. Really eager. I think we can count on her. Oh, and don't forget that treasure you were talking about. Can we really count on her? Alright, so there are 2 ways to move Reimu's soul. Money and food. Bit of a simple girl deep down, huh? Now then, Reimu, where should we go from here? How do you think Reimu would react if you gave her a chocolate coin? What do you think her reaction to that would be? Well, we have to find out how, when, and where the incident happened. That's the basics. I mean, you mean why I got transformed? That's not wrong, but I mean something more fundamental. What we're seeing right now is that a wolf Tengu got reverted to being a child, but we don't know for certain if that's abnormal. Isn't it obviously abnormal? People don't just turn into children out of nowhere. Yeah, you gave her a chocolate coin. You give her a coin that's money and you tell her to open it and she opens it and it's chocolate. Like, how does Reimu react? Is she happy that it's food? Is she upset that it's not money? How she act? It's only according to our common sense, but you and me, we're not Wolf Tengu. Maybe, at a certain time, Wolf Tengu just suddenly rejuvenate. That's... Of course, I also think that's really unlikely. But what about you? Have you ever heard of any story like that? No, not that I've heard, at least. Yeah, I didn't think so. It's probably safe to assume this is abnormal, so let's think about what could have caused this now. It's time to consider what I call external causes. For instance, let's say it's an illness that transformed you. Ooh, that text line. That text line is dangerously close from cutting off. As unlikely as that seems right now. Why wouldn't it be some illness? Well, she said she'd never heard of something like that. If there was an illness yokai could catch that did this, it probably would have been heard of before. I see. In that example, the illness is an external cause. Why do you say that? It would be something that came from outside you, and there's a lot of strange things in the world, so there's a lot of more possibilities there. Magic, miracles, poisons, or medicines, kappa inventions, treasures from heaven. Or just someone else's power. Plot conveniences. So you're saying it's hard to solve anything if you don't know the cause. So I've been thinking about it. I see. Hey, don't get depressed, Momiji. Aya? If we won't find the answer sitting still, we just have to go out there and find it. We'll just have to check out everything Reimu thought of, one after another. Yeah, that's right. Reimu, we'll be going. Yes, good luck. Oh yeah, about magic and that other stuff. I'll check it out myself. I'll try and talk to Sanae too. Thank you so much, but you'd better not forget about my rice cakes. Oh wow. Heh, that's funny. Whoosh. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Alright, we're here. This is the place. We didn't actually come here at the last case, but we're here pretty much every other case. Before we go checking things out at random, we might as well follow up on our only lead. Excuse me. Oh, it's Shameimaru the Tengu. Come right in. You're not Inubashiri. I'm adorable is what you are. Nosuke? Little miss, would you mind if I took a picture? Well, that's... Please, it won't take much time. Please let me commemorate your appearance for posterity. Come along now. Hey, let go of her, you fiend! Huh? I was only... How dare you try to kidnap Momiji, Nosuke? Momiji? Yeah, actually. Sometime later. I believe I understand. Well, it's difficult to believe, but I understand your story, rather. Well, at least you understand now. Dun 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 dun. So can you stop asking about taking pictures of Momiji? It seems rather embarrassing now. Please forget about it. As if you're gonna beat him in the papers, my friend. Fuck off. What are you doing? Let a man live. Let a man live. So let's talk about Momiji's visit last night. Did anything strange happen? Let me think. She seemed the same as usual. Simply put, she collected the ordered sake and left. That's all Momiji did at your store that night. I have not read a Lotus Eaters chapter in months. Every time I read them, I like, oh, I can't wait for the next one. And, that takes so long that I just forget about it, and then it builds up. The last chapter I stopped on, I think, was chapter 8 or something. At this point, I might as well just fucking wait till it's done and then binge it. Because I'm terrible with weekly releases, and monthly releases are just, not being good. Yes, she flew back to the mountain like usual. Is that right? I like when Aya dons her paperboy appearance. I mean, I like her normal outfit, but the paperboy appearance is... I have a soft spot for it, I suppose. Love it or hate it. I really like it. But maybe that's just because I like Aya, so I don't think there's an outfit you could put her in that I dislike her in. Is that right? Everything I like, everything's like I remember it so far. But you don't really remember anything after that. Even then, it's so strange, being rejuvenated. Oh, by the way, Rinosuke, you don't have anything lying around that could do that. Do you? Such as... You know what I mean. Some kind of tool that could turn someone back into a child. Oh, that's what you meant. Honestly, I don't think anything I have could rejuvenate someone to the point they'd become a child again. Really? You're not hiding anything from me? Obviously. If I had something like that, it'd be the centerpiece. The centerpiece of my collection? You mean not up for sale and locked away in your warehouse? Probably. I knew it. As you'd expect from him, huh? Anyway, if I find out about any such tool, I will let you know. You spell it like that in the UK? What the fuck? Really? I didn't know that. Huh. I mean, I guess we spell words with U's up here. The word color and favorite can be spelled with a U in them for some reason. There's also the pronunciation of the letter Z in Z. Z, Z, whatever you want to call it. Why? Why do you guys do R before E? I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to say Z, but I say Z because Z sounds more natural, I suppose. Because, like, you know, when I read Z as, like, sleeping, I read it as Z. So, like, you know, Z's. If I had 3 Z's, like Z, I would read Z. Like, what the fuck is that noise? That's not a noise that people make when they sleep. That's for sure. I would hope not, anyway. I'd appreciate it. We still have some leads left, so we'll be going. You say Dragon Ball Z, because Dragon Ball Z sounds lame. That also is probably a big part of it. You are correct. A zebra. Zed's some bullshit, dude. Whoever decided Zed is what we gotta say was on some bullshit. Where to next, Aya? Why do we do E before R? Looks cleaner. That said, sometimes I fuck up and I do R before E, and then autocorrect's like, no, don't do that. I'm like, oh, you're right. Next, let's consider magic. Like the word precise. Chat, the word precise, is that spelled, how's that spelled? Because I pronounce it, you can pronounce it precise or precise, right? So you can pronounce it as if the E and the R are switched, and I don't actually remember which way I pronounced that word without thinking about it. Precise, right? So there's two ways you can kind of like pronounce that and get the word, but the spelling matches the pronunciation on it. So I'm pretty sure I always type PRE with precise, and then my autocorrect is like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Scarlet Devil Mansion. Right here? That's the one. Let's have Patchouli help us. When you said magic, I thought we'd be going to the forest to see Marissa. Do you think Marissa would use magic like that? This kind of stuff is more Patchouli's alley. She's the expert. I guess so. Well, we made it past the gatekeeper, but... Miss Shameimaru? Ah, Miss Sakuya. Good day to you, Miss Shameimaru. I wanted to offer you my congratulations. Huh? About that child. She's quite lovely. Oh, no. I had no idea. Life must have been quite difficult for you. I suppose today has been pretty rough. Oh, the rumors have been going around lately. I'm sure everyone has heard it already. Aya has child. She has lay egg. Now my lady is expecting you. Please come right in. Oh, thanks. Isn't something weird here? Well, there's only one way to find out. Is something the matter? No, we're coming. My lady, Miss Shameimaru has come. Let them in. Hey there. Hello. How lay egg when child is mammal? Shh. None of it makes sense. They're Tengu, dog. But Tengus lay eggs. We know this. This is confirmed. I'm not making this up. Yeah, this is 100% confirmed. Tengu eggs exist. Cursed knowledge. True. Do you remember in Sengetsu when the 3 fairies stumble upon an egg and they take it, and then like the Tengu raid their house and take the egg, and they're like, whoops, it wasn't our egg. Sorry about that. Remilia. I'm surprised, to be honest. I did not believe it. Didn't believe what? It seemed like such an unbelievable story. But now that I see it, with my own eyes, it has to be true. Aya is a crow Tengu, and Momiji is a wolf Tengu. But remember, they are still both Tengu, right? So maybe they do follow the same rules? I don't know, do they rank up? Does a white wolf tengu rank up to a crow tengu? How does that work? Or are you just born? Are you just born at a certain rank? How does it work? But now that I see it with my own eyes, it has to be true. Well, if you understand without me explaining, that makes things a lot easier. I'm tired of telling the same story all over again. Yes, it must be quite difficult for you. Now come over, let me see your face. Me? Yes, you. I'd like to have a closer look. You have such nice and bright eyes, and your cheeks are so smooth and springy. That's the charm of youth, isn't it? You don't look much older yourself. You're adorable. It makes me want to eat you up. Eat. It was only a joke. There's no need to be scared. So what is your name? It's Momiji. Momiji? Is that a Tengu custom? You must truly value your companion to name her after her. But, come to think of it, she does look very much like her. Is this child truly a crow Tengu? I'm a wolf Tengu! Oh, are you? The mother is a crow Tengu, but the child is a wolf Tengu? Oh, this is gonna get bad. Ramilia, did you truly have a child with a wolf Tengu? Are you serious? So this is not your child. Of course not. Why would you think I'm Momiji's mom? I feel like we're focusing on the wrong thing here, Aya. Anyway, it's just like I explained. I see. What a farce. I did think it was strange for you to fawn over Momiji like that. Well, I suppose she is adorable, in any case. Besides, I thought it'd be best if Tengu children learned of the differences in our stations early in life. She's scary. But why did you think she was my own kid? I heard about it from, I think it was Sakuya? I am terribly sorry, my lady. Aren't you apologizing to the wrong person? Yes. Please forgive me, Miss Shameimaru. It was my fault. Sakuya? Yes, while I was shopping for groceries earlier, I happened to overhear the conversation of some fairies. They were saying Aya Shameimaru had a kid and she was going around showing her off. Lily's at it again. Lily is applying for the gossip column of the Boom Boom Maru newspaper. Huh? How did a story like that get around? I have no idea, but the rumor has become quite widespread. People must have seen us walking around, right, Aya? But would someone come up with all that just from seeing me with a kid? At any rate, I relayed the story to my lady and Miss Patchouli. I am terribly sorry to have inconvenienced you. Aya, you didn't have to hang your head like that. It wasn't your fault, Sakuya. I had to click 4 times for that to advance. Well, it's also Remy's fault for believing it. Patchy? Didn't I tell you? A reporter wouldn't have a child out of nowhere. As usual, you saw straight to the truth. Well done. You mean you didn't believe it? You knew it was me, made small? It was more a guess and deduction than knowing. Really. It was simple. She's always following you around like a lapdog. If Aya Shameimaru is with an unknown child, then that child is probably Momiji Inubashiri. But it truly was as I thought. That part was pure guesswork. It seems this conversation will not end anytime soon. Sakuya, please prepare some tea. As you wish. Now then, you were hoping to talk to Patchy about this, were you not? Right, we wanted to ask Patchouli if she'd know of anything that could have done this to Momiji. I thought as much. So any ideas, Patchy? As I said before, I deduced that Momiji Inubashiri might have been turned into a child or made physically smaller. And I expected you would visit us if that was the case. And so I have been in the library trying to uncover any information that might come in handy. Yo, Patchy's got that knowledge. You say that like you wouldn't be in there otherwise. Don't interrupt me, young lady. Oh, please excuse me. Then did you find anything? I'm afraid I do not have the answer you expect. Aww. If you'd simply been shrunk, I could restore you to your usual size by magic. But that is not the case. You've been reverted to being a young child. So there's no magic to manipulate a person's age. Strictly speaking, such magic does not exist. Concerning rejuvenation in particular, there are some spells I know of, but they are meant to rejuvenate specifically and to be used on the conjurer themselves. Which means, as far as I can tell, this was not caused by magic. And if Hachi doesn't know, then no one does. That's just how it is. Oh no! It really is a shame. What should we do, Aya? Come on, Momiji, don't make that face. We're moving forwards. What? We learned that magic isn't the answer, so we should look into another possible cause. What a Tengu-like way of thinking. So if you find out anything, could you... Tea is ready. Ah, thank you. Sakuya, prepare this tea specially for you, so please enjoy. About that. Sakuya, isn't it odd for you to be so tasteless? Do excuse me, you seem to be troubled. Oh shit. Oh shit, Iku's coming back. Huh? That voice. Your earnest wishes have touched my soul, and thus here I am in all my splendor. Hey, where did you... Do not pay such details any mind. More importantly, this is what you wished for, is it not? A sliced lemon? Oh, thank you. You truly did understand then. Oh shit, chat, you remember the lemon? Remember the lemon from case 4? Yo, the callbacks. The lemon wedge. Oh, thank you. You truly did understand then. For one such as I, it is a trivial matter. The background, the characters and the pictures in the background look like they came from like fucking Oblivion or something. One of those like early Xbox, PlayStation 2 era 3D fantasy games. Hey, wait! I sense peril in the air. Pardon me, but I must take my leave. What's wrong, Momiji? No, it's nothing. Having dashingly delivered the forbidden fruit to this young lady, my work here is done. Alas, I sense further troubles in the air. Farewell! This is a strange take on Iku. I don't think I've ever seen Iku portrayed like this, but I kind of dig it. The forbidden fruit, huh? My lady, I do not know where she got it from. This lemon is new. Well, it should be as good as any other lemon. But, where'd she go? You're being quite noisy, Mailing. My lady, did someone strange come through here just now? No one, save for you. Who were you talking about? Some weird lady. She just strolled into the kitchen and stole a lemon. Not only that, she took a kitchen knife without asking, cut it neatly into slices, then just left with it. I saw all that, so I chased after her. Ah, I see. Sakuya, I don't think there's any reason to worry about the lemon. Yes, I'm sorry, my lady. What are you apologizing for? As helpful as they were, I allowed an intruder into the mansion. Well, I doubt there was anything you could have done about her. And it appears there was no harm done. Leaving that aside, Mailing. Yes? Why would the gatekeeper be the one to discover intruders in the kitchen? Because... Not only that, you gave her plenty of time to use our kitchen to slice fruit. That's true, my lady. Mailing, you forgot to wash your face. You still have some sauce on your mouth. No way! I wiped up properly. You're right, you did. Mailing? Prepare yourself. Yes. We might be getting in the way here. I think this will no longer be appropriate for someone your age soon. We should get going. Vermilia, sorry to have imposed on you. Oh, leaving already? Best of luck to you. I hope you will return to normal soon. Thank you. Well then, where do we go from here? Well, Notori's place isn't very far from here. Downriver from the waterfall of 9 heavens, right? Sure, let's go. Waterfall of 9 heavens. Oh, hi, Aya. Notori. That's lucky. I was looking for you. Really? Yeah, I heard a rumor from another Kappa. No, if this is about me having a child. A child? Aya, did you have a baby? No, I didn't have a baby. Well, I heard Momiji's tiny now. That's the rumor. It's actually right this time. So, where's Momiji? Is she not with you? I'm over here, Notori. Oh, wow. Momiji? You're really Momiji? Yep, it's definitely me. But Momiji, you're so tiny. Hey, you're squeezing me a bit too hard. I'm sorry. But Momiji is that size. Don't pat my ears like that. You're so cute. Well, I'm glad you're having fun. Oh, Aya, you're here. Did she actually forget about me? Sorry to interrupt, but we came here for a reason. Yeah, I can take a guess. You want me to return Momiji to normal through the power of Kappa scientific genius. Not quite how I'd put it, but you got it. So, do you have any ideas? Yeah, I got to work when I heard the rumors. I put together a machine to make Momiji bigger. Oh. Thanks so much, you're a lifesaver. I'll bring it over, so give me a minute. Well, that might turn out to be simpler than I thought. I wish we'd come here sooner. Oh well. Sorry to keep you waiting. Here it is. Here is my latest creation, a giant mini light bulb. The fuck do you mean a giant mini? Huh? Giant? Mini? I have no idea if it's too big or too small. Well, you see, it's based on a tool called a mini light bulb. You know, why you can use them instead of candles to make light, right? I used this as a base for a tool to make things bigger, and that is how the giant mini light bulb was born. I'm sorry if the name is a little confusing. Anyway, we just need to put you under those lights. What's gonna happen? It's a bit scary. Well, I can show you. Just have a look. For instance, if I pointed at this small rock. Hi-ya! Whoa! The rock's huge! Right? It's great, isn't it? It is, but it's incredible. Well, it's Momiji's turn next. I hate to have to say this, Notori. The problem with Momiji isn't that she's been shrunk. Your machine will just turn her into a giant child. I've already had enough of those in Gensokyo. I got turned back into a kid. Hey? No way. But everyone's been saying that. Looks like the rumors have stuck again. I guess so. Sorry, Momiji. You don't have to apologize. You were looking out for me. No, I really could have found a solution if I didn't misunderstand. I'll make a machine that turns the world back to before this happened to you, if I have to, Momiji. Wait a second, Notori. Would that mean that Kappa have never created anything that could change someone's age? Oh no, never. Everyone's always coming up with all kinds of things, but I never managed to pull that off. That does sound pretty hard. I thought so. So it wasn't a Kappa invention that did this. Seems like it. Anyway, I'm going back to the drawing board, and we'll have to be on our way too. Hang in there, Momiji. I'm definitely going to save you. Thanks, I'll be waiting. Waterfall of 9 heavens. That's not just a boulder. It's a rock. Well, even if Notori says that, we shouldn't just wait around, right? That's right. Let's keep going down our list. So where to next? It's not magic or some kind of machine. We can probably leave oddball powers to Reimu. So we can investigate poisons or celestial treasures. I don't like the sound of either of those. That might mean having to deal with Tenshi. That'd be a pain. Doesn't it feel like this would be the kind of thing she'd do? You're not wrong. She's the kind of person who'd do this to you just because she thought it'd be funny. Then, I found you, Aya Shameimaru. Oh, that voice. Aya, look up. I thought it had to be a lie when I heard the rumors. I never thought you'd do something like this, Miss Shameimaru. Sanai. What's the rumor now? Since you always did good work as a reporter and lawyer, I really believe you were a good person deep down. Oh no. Aya, did you do something thoughtless again? Therefore, I didn't think you'd ever do something so wrong. Is she gonna accuse me of kidnapping? What? I knew it. If you have something to say for yourself, then say it, Miss Shameimaru. Whoa, 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 wait a second. I can't even explain myself if I don't know what you're accusing me of. I'm disappointed in you, Miss Shameimaru, to think you'd be caught red-handed like this and still play innocent. That child standing right there, that child you kidnapped, there you go, is proof of your misdeeds. You're a kidnapper this time? Please calm down, Sanai. That's We're done talking. I'll bring you to justice right here and now. Have some of this. Why am I getting Strawberry Crisis? Trumpet Edition. Interesting choice for the theme. When you think about it, Yumemi and Sanai both have that in common. They both came from the outside world. I miss Yumemi. Yeah. Sanai, what do you think you're doing? Suddenly throwing spell cards around out of nowhere. I will defeat you and save that child. I'll use any means necessary. This isn't some game we're playing right now. I won't show a villain like you any quarter. Sanai, please calm down. Oh, you said something pretty intriguing just now. Aya? In other words, you want to have a real serious Danmaku match with me. Alright then, I'll take you on. Aya, don't! However, if you think I'm like all those small fry yokai around here, you're going to get yourself hurt. What? She's fast! Can't keep up with me already? How disappointing. Maybe you should get those two to help you. I'll make you pay for that. Here. Oops. Daytime guest stars, wasn't it? Even if I don't see it coming, it won't even graze me. But it's my turn now, right? Dude, I love all of these lines because so many of these lines I can hear in my head as if it was actually playing out in exactly the shonen format you'd expect it to. Hi-yi! How about this one? Autumn Leaves fan win. For that one, you. Ha! It's pretty hard to dodge like this, Sanai. If you keep making a fool of me, you'll regret it. Sea opening. Moses' miracle. Oh. Whoa, whoa, that's dangerous. Well then, take that. Illusionary dominance, though. You can't use that one. That one's illegal. Crap, the gap's gone. Yeah, that's how it be, I suppose. Sanai! Ow, 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 ouch. I still can't dodge that one. Yeah, she didn't dodge to the left. Everyone dodges to the left. Sanai, hold on, I'm right here. I'm alright. It's dangerous, so stay away. No, you gotta listen, Don't worry, I'll definitely save you, so please stay safe. I don't really need saving. Had enough, Sanai? As if. Right, this wouldn't be any fun otherwise. Maybe I should make the next one a little harder. Aya, you gotta stop too! Aya! Momiji, it could be dangerous if you got mixed up in this, so get back. Aya! I hate to admit it, but Miss Shameimaru is really strong, so I probably can't beat her right now on my own. But, oh god, here it is, chat. This is where the main character has the inner monologue, and then they have the flashback to all the things and all the people they've come to know, and they're gonna overcome hardship. Power of friendship. I have to save that child, so I have to win! Miss Shameimaru, we'll settle this now. The great miracle, Yasuka's divine wind. Not even you should be able to dodge it. You want to end it in one shot with your very best? I'll gladly take those odds. Are you ready? This is Tornado, guidepost for the advent of Aya Sanae. Stop. Please stop. You seem to be troubled. Your anguished pleas have moved my heart, and thus here I am in all my splendor. Miss Iku, please, you gotta stop them both. You need only ask. Leave everything to me. Hello? Can you two give me a moment? What? Iku? Don't get in the way. We're having a Danmaku match. Be silent. What was that? That sounded like thunder. You call this a Danmaku match? This is just a fight that began with a surprise attack. But I have to save that child. Save that child? You mean that girl? Is she not afraid and crying right now? This scene would go great with busy person VAs. God, that would be so good. Listening to busy person Aya recite all of the spell cards. Is she not afraid and crying right now? And it is not because of you. Well, Danmaku battles are meant to be graceful and brilliant, and above all, fair. She says that, but I hate all of her spell cards in Double Spoiler. I despise them. But you're two grown adults getting into an ugly fight in front of a child. You should be ashamed of yourselves. So stop this at once and come down here. But the child... Sanai, it's me. It's Momiji. Oh, right. That was what started this whole thing. I got worked up and I completely forgot. Eh? So you are willing to talk now, are you not? Eh? I don't... It's probably... This is like eh, right? Because that's usually what characters say. They say eh. I've never heard eh? Eh? That's just my personal opinion. Eh? So, Miss Aya didn't suddenly abduct a child for no reason? I feel like you have a skewed impression of me. You must be imagining things. So there was no reason to fight from the beginning. So it really was just a misunderstanding. I'm so sorry, Miss Aya. It's not your fault. It's because of all those rumors going around. Besides, I didn't help things either. So we're both at fault. Yes, do reconcile and make friends again. Friendship is the greatest treasure. Thank you, Iku. Thanks so much for your help, Miss Iku. It was nothing. So you're Miss Nagai. These two have never met, yeah. You have really good timing. I don't know how, I don't think any character that didn't meet in story mode ever actually met in canon. I don't really know, though. Maybe they did. Has there ever been a reference to characters' quotes when they fight each other in, verses from the fighting games? I don't know much about that. You have really good timing. Well, she's got a special talent for reading the air, so she's always appeared at just the right time. Just so. And I have been drawn here quite often of late. Since the beginning of this entire story, you could say. Oh, get away with this. Huh? I noticed a perilous air hanging around this little miss. Then why didn't you help me sooner? Is it not obvious? You did not call for help to the skies. Momiji, it's pointless to argue. You should already get that kind of person she is. Oh. Now then, the two of you seem to have made up. And so I must now take my leave. You seem to be fine now. And so I must now take my leave. Wait a minute. What is it? Momiji? Did we meet before? What are you talking about, Momiji? We met at the vampire's mansion, did we not? No, I mean earlier than that. Earlier? You did have a fall near the river and cry. No, before today. Before? I do not think I would forget an adorable child like you. Had I met you before, I would certainly remember. Yes, I truly do not remember you. Surely you must be thinking of someone else, little miss. That must be it. Now then, I truly must be off. And make sure you renounce such foolish fights. I sense something in the air. Farewell! She go by. She's gone. What's wrong, Momiji? I just feel like I've met her somewhere before. You mean before today? I think so, but I just can't remember. That's odd. I feel like she's the kind of weirdo that's hard to forget. Sanai, you're still here? Isn't that an awful thing to say behind her back, Messiah? Would you rather I say it to her face? I don't think you should do that either. Anyway, could I have a look at Momiji? Huh? I've been thinking about this for a little bit. Do you have any idea what did this to her? Well, was it some kind of miracle? If so, hush, be quiet for a moment. And please turn around. Q. What? What are you doing, Sanai? It's your own fault, Momiji. You're so cute, I can't help myself. Sanai, let me go. There's no way you can escape anymore. No, stop stroking my ears. She's cute when she's flustered too. Not my neck. I don't stand there and watch, help me. Whoa, felt like I was peering into another world just now. Sanai, please get a grip. It's fine, I can share with you if you want. I can't breathe. Sanai. If you stop me here, I will never forgive you, Aya. Miss Aya? What's Momiji doing there? I guess she really did go to another world. Just please let Momiji go for now. I think she's suffocating. Momiji! I'm sorry, Momiji. You were just too cute. She's all mine. Stop, you're losing it again. Could this be Sanai's true nature? I'm sorry, when I see something this cute, I just... Even so, there's a time and place for everything. I thought I was gonna die. I'm truly sorry. Can I do it just one more time? Oh, you can't. You really can't. About time. Huh? That's Reimu. No, it's not Reimu. It's other Reimu. The other Reimus are here. Player 2 Reimu and other player 2 Reimu. But I finally got my hand on ya. Marissa. What's wrong with you? I heard about what happened from Reimu. Whoa, you really are tiny. It's amazing. She really is cute, isn't she? Why are you acting so proud about that? Let's just leave her alone for a while. Did you have something to tell me? Oh, yeah, almost forgot. Reimu said you should come over to the shrine. Reimu? Did she find something out? Nah, I don't know the details. She just got me to go look for ya. I see. Aya? Yes, I'm sure she discovered something. Let's hurry back. Yeah. Wait, please. Sanai? Momiji cannot fly right now, right? Yeah, but... Then here, get in my arms, I'll carry you. Wouldn't that be faster? Huh. Yeah, you could do that. I could have just taken Momiji in my arms and flown. Now I feel stupid. Well, we can just have Aya do it. I'll take real good care of you, I promise. Aya. Give up, Momiji. It'd be a waste of time. No. Let's go. Yes, come along, Momiji. Is she going to survive the trip? Where the fuck am I? Here you are. You took a while. Hey, I came as fast as I could, but Sanai attempted to kidnap Momiji along the way. Several times. Huh? What's Sanai got to do with anything? Sanai, we're here. You can let me go now. Can't we stay like this just for a little while longer? Mofu. This is true happiness. What the? It's as you can see. I don't know what I'm seeing, and I guess I don't want to know. While you guys were goofing off, I was keeping busy here. Been trying to get information on what happened to Momiji out of all these moochers. It's rather upsetting to have you of all people call me a moocher. Renosuke. No, you can't drop the F-bomb here. It doesn't work. It worked in Busy Person because they straight up said it, which they said it a few times. Chad, I'm pretty sure Busy Person has said the F word at least 3 times now. Reimu asked me to come here. I'm sure that's true for everyone else as well. Alice said it, and Suika said it, and the Earthworm said it. Oh yeah, the Earthworm said it as well. No, Suika said it. I'm pretty sure Suika said it. We have 3 F-bombs. We are merely answering the call of duty. Actually, my machine's not done yet. Vermilia Notori too. The earthworm was sick. Fuck you. That's the same voice as Lily X. I never thought Reimu Hakare would ever say something like, if you have any compassion at all, you'll come. Wouldn't that mean you're also worried about her, Miss Patchouli? I bet she never told them about those res cakes, huh? I tried calling Eden in too, but it looks like she's not home. So I had to ask that rabbit apprentice of hers to send a message. So what now? We're all gathered here. What comes next? Now, don't get antsy. First of all, let me ask, did you two have a breakthrough on your own? I'm sorry to say, but I figured as much. And if any of you come up with new information, or any ideas of what happened? There's been nothing new on my end. I'm sorry I couldn't be of help. I fear it's the same for me. All I can say is the cause is likely not magic. I'm gonna finish my invention in a bit and turn things back to yesterday. That'll fix everything. Just how long is a bit? 2 or 3 more years? That's a bit too long. Aww. So we haven't made any progress unless someone else wants to speak up. What is it, Sanai? Do you have any idea? It's just a suggestion. Can we let Momiji stay like this? Sanai, go sit in the corner. Well, what comes next then? I don't like to be kept in suspense. Right, about that. I thought it'd be best to find the cause and come up with a solution from there, but it hasn't been working. So we have no choice. We have to take another approach. That's my conclusion. I understand what you mean, but surely that means you have a plan. Or are we just going to sit around and think? Of course I came up with something. Right now, Momiji's gone back to being a kid, so we could just accelerate Momiji's time forwards. Her time? I see. That's why you wanted us here. Huh? I don't get it. It's the maid over there. She's got the power to control time, right? Oh, I see. Just as I expect from Reimu. I wouldn't have thought of it. Keep it coming. Praise me more. Come on, everyone, one at a time. While I do not mind using my powers, my lady, will you allow it? What? Can you not do anything unless your master says it's okay? It wouldn't be proper for her to be stinging anyway, right, my lady? I suppose it's not the worst idea you've ever had. That's a weird way to put it. But if you could think of it, obviously, it would have occurred to us too. What's that mean? It's true that if we use Sakuya's powers, we return the little Tengu to her proper form. And I am not opposed to it myself. Really, and there's no problem. Let me finish. You said it earlier, did you not? That we should find the cause and come to a solution from there. Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's say we use Sakuya's power to age back the Tengu here and now. Now what would happen if later that cause resolved itself on its own? What? She means Momiji could age years in an instant. Let's say Sakuya ages the Tengu 10 years here. -10 plus 10 makes 0. And then later, the problem resolves itself, adding the 10 years that have been taken back. Quick maths. In other words, Momiji would have been 10 years older. Don't worry, no matter how many times you can tell me how to pronounce stingy, I'm not going to get it right. Ever. I will just flip the coin and get it wrong every time. Well, we just have the maid turn time back 10 years. Not a problem. I'm afraid I can't do that. Why not? It's true that I can manipulate time, but the flow of time itself is absolute. Temporarily stopping or accelerating it is possible, but turning it back is not. Then your plan might work as a temporary solution, but you can't guarantee all will be fine afterwards. Wait a second. I'll just finish my machine to revert Momiji. That could turn out the same way. In other words, it's too dangerous to try fixing this without knowing how it really happened. That is how I feel. So we're back to where we started. Aww. Grr. I'm hungry. Mei-ling, weren't you eating from the kitchen this very afternoon? But then I had to skip dinner. Naturally. Anyway, be quiet and behave. You're embarrassing us. But I'm so hungry. Your prayers have been answered. That voice. And so she appears again. Your chagrin lament reached my ears, and thus here I am in all of my splendor. Is that really what reading the air looks like? I know, right? Now, who is the poor soul starving here? Oh, me, it's me. Mei-ling. Then here, this is for you. Enjoy. What's that? I've never seen this before. This is candy I picked up on my travels. Wait, could this be Meru-Meru-chan's mystery candy? Sanai? Meru-Meru-chan? Meru-Meru-chan's from a TV show I used to watch. It was like a fairy tale story. There's a magical candy that appears in the story. It looked exactly like this. Huh. Oh, that is correct. You were quite well learned. That doesn't matter. If it's food, I'll take it. Yes, help yourself. Red or blue, which do you prefer? That's tough. Momiji? Don't tell me she ate the magic candy. Red or blue, which do you prefer? This one. Of course. Here you go. That's right, I had some candy too. What's going on, Momiji? But what happened next? Miss Nagai, do you mind letting me in on that? Have one too? I would be happy to. I have plenty. Red or blue, which do you prefer? I'll have blue. Of course, here you go. You picked blue without even thinking. Hey, there's a reason for that actually. There is? Alright, I picked. I want a red one. Of course, here you go. Would anyone else like one? We'll pass. In that case, I must take my leave. Having brought relief to a girl tormented by hunger, my work here is done. I feel further trouble in the air. Farewell. Goodbye, Iku. And she's gone. She always does that. So what was it? The reason. The mystery candy has magical powers in the show. When she eats the blue candy, Meru ages 10 years and becomes a beautiful lady. I wanted to become like that, so I wanted to have the blue candy. Huh. I had no idea you liked that kind of stuff. That's a bit surprising. Well, that part doesn't matter to me. Oh, I'll have mine too. No! Momiji, don't eat the candy. Huh? Why not? You could have asked if you wanted one, Momiji. I remembered. I had that candy. What? Sanai, Mei-ling, do you feel weird at all? Huh? Not really. She's tiny! Mei-ling has become small. Huh? But that means Sanaya is about to become old. Mei-ling? Could it be? Why is everyone so big? What's going on? I knew it. Then please explain to us what you know, little Tengu. Yeah, I remember everything now. Let's summarize. Last night you felt hungry on the way home from my shop. You encountered Iko Nagai, who felt your hunger. So you took the candy she offered you and continued on your way. Then you turned into a kid and fell to the ground. That's right. Momiji, honestly, did no one ever tell you not to take candy from strangers? I mean, I was really hungry yesterday. Sanai, I could probably guess, but still, tell me. About that Meru earlier. What happens when she eats the red candy? She ages back 10 years to the shape of a child. So it's for real. But it's just outside world food. It only has magical powers in the show. And why didn't anything happen to me? I ate the blue one! But we got two people turned into kids right here. Oh, right. What's gonna happen to me? Be quiet, Mei-ling. That's not fair. You were the one who carelessly ate that strange poison. Let this be a lesson to you. Well, this clears up the cause of the incident. Yes, looks like this candy is the root of everything. I can't believe it was all Miss Iku's fault. She truly did not seem to be acting maliciously. This is more the kind of thing you'd expect Tenchi to do, right? Well, we'll just have to catch her and make her talk. Catch her? How? She just appears whenever she wants to, then disappears back into the clouds. We have no way to know when she'll turn up. How do we find someone like that? This is troubling. Yes, I have no idea what to do. It's easy. Ah, yeah? So you have an idea, Tengu? Yes, when you consider her unique quirks, the solution is obvious. You seem quite confident. Then tell us what you have in mind. Just leave everything to me. You guys should just think of what to do with Iku when we catch her. What? Huh? I'm afraid I don't understand. No objections? Then let's get started. Oh man, I'm in trouble. I'm in so much trouble. If only Iku could appear and save me. Aya? This just feels a bit... You seem to be troubled. No way. She really came. Sakuya? Yes. I sensed that you were in great trouble, and thus here I am in all of my splendor. Why am I tied up? It is done, my lady. Thank you for your good work. Now then, you played quite an amusing prank on my gatekeeper, did you not? Whatever do you mean? It's too late to act innocent. Your crimes have already been discovered. I want to go back to normal. Oh, yet another adorable little miss. You better stop playing dumb already. Playing dumb? I do not understand. Isn't that candy you just gave out some weird drug? You're the culprit, so you should know how to turn them back to normal, right? Drug? Culprit? Wait a minute. What are you talking about? It seems you require convincing. Sakuya? Yes, my lady. Do not kill her. Naturally. Whoa there, I never said you could do that. Eve, might I be in terrible peril? If you do not wish to suffer, you should just be honest. Will no one help me? Wait, please. Momiji, I don't think it'd be right to hurt her. And Miss Iku took good care of me back then, so I can't believe she'd be a bad person. Momiji, Miss Iku, please just answer honestly. Were you the one who made me a mailing like this, Miss Iku? No, of course not. I do not even know what you speak of. And did you know what happens when you eat that candy? I do not know. That's a blatant lie. She's grasping at straws to save herself. I truly do not know. I only received this candy yesterday. Did you? Indeed, to share it with any hungry soul I encountered. That's all. Who gave this to you? I do not know her name. She was a short woman with long ears. Shit, that could be anyone. Long ears. Short. What's wrong? Have I said anything strange? Could it really be her? Yes, you were probably correct. Miss Eden? Terribly sorry to be late. I received Udong's message, so I hurried here. And you know something, don't you? Yes. First of all, this candy is magical medicine of my creation. You should have checked there first. So you were the mastermind all along. Do you really think I would do something like this? I made this candy at Princess Kaguya's request. What did she call it? Meru-Meru-chan's mystery candy? What? She requested that it make her appear 10 years older or younger when eaten. This first batch was a failure, so I locked it away in my quarters for the time being. But it seems someone stole it while I was away. And the thief could only be this fella, right? Did somebody here order a rabbit? Gah! Let me go. Marissa. I knew it. So it was you. I came along and saw her peeping from the outside, so I figured I shouldn't let her slip away. How did I let myself get caught like this? Oh, so you're the culprit after all. I don't mind if you stay silent, but are you prepared to face the consequences? Please forgive me if I cause you any pain. Okay, I get it. Yeah, it was me. It was all me. I took the boots. I thought that candy looked interesting, but I didn't know what it did, so I passed it on to somebody and had him test it for me. And I may have started a nasty rumor or two. So that was you too. But it was all in good fun, right? Everybody looked like they were having fun gossiping. Yeah, but it made a lot of trouble for me. My deepest apologies, ma'am. She ain't sorry at all. I sincerely regret everything I've done, and I will never do it again. What impressive resolution you have. Sakuya? Yes? We must respond in kind. I will try not to disappoint. Oh, come on now. No! Hopefully everything is settled now. Well, Momiji's not back to normal yet, so I'm afraid not. Yes. Please hand over the candy for a moment. Yes, here. Thank you. You should go back to normal if you eat the blue candy. But I ate it earlier and nothing happened. Because it was ordinary toffee to humans. It only affects yokai. Ah, could that be the mistake you were talking about? Correct. It should have been the other way around. You're rather sharp, aren't you? Well, if it was to be used by your princess, it should have been for humans. Ah, I see. But why would she ever want such a medicine? That seems far too large an amount for just a curio. That might be because of me. Sanai? What do you mean? I visited Ayante the other day, and I met Miss Kaguya by chance. She asked me to tell her about the outside world, so we spoke for a while. Mitter-Mitter-chan happened to come up, and we had a lot of fun talking about it. Guess she wanted to make the story a reality. That does seem like her. She kept saying Miss Eren could make it, because Miss Eren can make anything, so, and because of that, Momiji... Oh, we very nearly forgot, did we not? Here, eat this. Thank you. And she's back! She's back! That's a relief. Everyone, thanks so much! Momiji! Sanai, why are you tearing up? How wonderful. What? Iku, weren't you tied up? At this rate, I feared you would simply forget about me and leave me here, and I would prefer to avoid such a fate. So I cut myself loose with a stray knife. Now you sense new troubles in the air, meaning I must take my leave. Farewell. And she's gone. Acting like a weirdo to the very end. A stray knife, huh? You got that right. Forget about her. You gotta change me back too. Yes, yes, here. Not so fast. Vermilia? Please entrust that pill to me. What? We should leave you like this for the time being. This is a good opportunity. Perhaps it will give you time to reflect on your carelessness. Come on. Well, I will leave you to sort this out yourselves. I'm not gonna poke my head in other people's private business. Mei-ling, I'll have to ask you for an interview about this later. Hang in there. It's not fair. We did it. We solved the mystery. There's the blue candy. Don't touch. She's gonna eat it herself. Oh no. I wonder what would happen. There's no way. But don't do it. My lady, I brought tea. My lady? Momiji's longest day. The end. Oh, you got edged. There you go, chat. That's one. So next is Aya's Underworld Ordeal. It's not as long as that one, so there should be time for it. I just want to hit it right away because the title screen's really loud. Remy only... Well, she only got 10 years, right? She's 500 years old at this point. I doubt she's, I doubt it's going to change that much. There was a regular sound striking my eardrums. It was grating. I got basically an hour to do this. As annoying as a fly or a mosquito. Cut it out already. Aya Shameimaru could only curse internally. But I quickly realized that sound came from myself. Huh? Is that really me breathing? How long had it been? I can't remember the last time my breath was this ragged. Not even after an intense Danmaku match. As a reporter, I tried to look at things objectively, even myself. Even if it doesn't usually seem like it. That's because that's how Aya is. Even if I understand, I don't let others know it. People think I'm a troublemaker, but I know that, and I enjoy it. And I can objectively rate my strength, and that of my opponents. I don't start fights I'm guaranteed to lose, but, and that might be the pride of the Tengu speaking, I can count the people I couldn't beat if I had tried on my hand. And most of those people wouldn't want to fight me, win or lose. Whoa! I couldn't breathe right. My wings were tired and I was getting night blind. It was hard to tell where I was going. But I still sounded like I was just playing around. I hate losing, but I hate showing weakness even more. Living confidently, following my own style and beliefs. That's what defines who Aya is. Scary, scary. Kawaii, kawaii! You were so close! The Danmaku I've been avoiding effortlessly before was grazing me now. It's not like me to cut it so close. So I guess this last line doubled as self-depreciation too. Deprecation, not depreciation. Still, aren't you a bit too persistent? It had been 3 hours since the chase started. As expected, even I would get tired. My opponent didn't seem tired at all. He kept shooting mindlessly. Even my famous speed wasn't enough to shake them off. Not a good situation. Can I have 5 minutes? No, even 3 minutes would be enough. I didn't think I'd lose, but I might have misjudged this time. I didn't want to think that, but I couldn't get it out of my head. I didn't have any way to deny it. The truth was just staring me in the face. Guess I had the right idea, not bringing Momiji. While the Danmaku was grazing me, it was my underling that came to mind. Momiji couldn't do anything against someone like that. I had considered bringing Momiji on that interview, but I had a bad feeling about it. Guess I was right. I'm just being pushed back. I had used to think I'd be fine, but whenever I tried my own shots, they just blew past without even caring. Nothing seemed to work, so I could only fly through the dark, protecting my camera. The black feathers of crow wings melted into the darkness. That was when I realized I was flying right towards the ground. My back was burning like hot tongs were being pressed to it, and I could feel a blast of wind from behind. I think I got hit between my wings. The back of my shirt was probably torn up then. That's not right. That's not right at all. As my consciousness started fading, I kept cursing myself. What the hell is going on? Morning light was shining through the window, and at the same time I leapt from my futon. As I stretched out, I took a look at myself in my night clothes. Too bad there was no one around to take in the show, since I live alone. The Shameimaru Law Office. That's what people began calling this place when we started holding court trials. It was just for fun to begin with, but then serious things started happening, and I no longer had much time for interviews. It's nice that they made good stories on their own, but since I'm personally involved, it's hard to write articles. I was in the middle of a trial then, so I had to get to work finding evidence. I wouldn't be able to shout down the opposition without it. Momiji, are you there yet? I changed into my usual clothes, muttering a bit. As soon as I plop on my token, I feel filled with energy. Sorry to keep you waiting. Momiji was at my door like every morning, sounding a little bit helpless, like usual. And like usual, you're late, I greeted her like a jerk. But by the way, if I were still asleep, it'd be, you're early. I'll make tea. After apologizing politely, even though I was in the wrong, Momiji put the kettle on and started making tea. After a while, the scent of tea filled the room. In the meantime, I've been thinking about the trial. It was about a mysterious incident. The forest around Hakude Shrine caught fire, and a wide area burned to the ground. This was how it started. The Kappa had been helping with investigating, and they said the fires was started by something with a very high temperature. And what's more, Utsuo Ryuji had been seen acting suspiciously in the forest recently. Since that hot spring of theirs is nearby, she was arrested based on the accounts of a bird flying through the flames, but the police had nothing else. The trial was argued with only circumstantial evidence. Since it was hard to come to a conclusion, things dragged on. Tea's ready. It's hot. It was our usual morning scene. After serving tea, Momiji picked up the clothes I'd strewn around in my room. Momiji? I called out to Momiji while lounging near the window. She ran up to me while wagging her tail. You'll be staying behind today. I'm going to former hell today on my own. But, well, that time when I worked with humans to solve the incident down there, I saw a bit of former hell. It looked pretty bad. That's why I'll need logistical support. I'll be going myself, so can you help me from back here? Okay. So this case seems to take place from the perspective of Aya, which is more in turn to Phoenix Wright as well, because Phoenix Wright is more about this first-person view. But, you know, there's also no gameplay here, so it's just a story. Despite the way I treat her, Momiji doesn't like being away from me, and we're just a boss and an employee. But Momiji helps me in all kinds of ways. I'd have a much harder time in court without her as my assistant. Tell her that. Don't tell me that, tell her that. So I was a bit sorry to leave her behind this time. I'm not even sure why I felt that way myself, but Momiji definitely wants to stay by my side. I don't know why, but sometimes when I click to advance text, it just doesn't. Like, you hear it there, I click there, but come on, don't get so depressed, you're going to be my lifeline, so make sure you don't let go. Sometimes it just doesn't. But I can't just go with you. Now. I put my right hand on the top of her head with a sigh. Her wolf ears flattened down suddenly. I told you, you're going to be my lifeline. If there was anyone else I could ask to do this, I would. And I don't have time to be sending messages. I don't even know who else I'd ask anyway. So please, Momiji. I tried to persuade Momiji, saying things you'd normally not expect from me at all. But it looked like it worked. Momiji looked a lot cheerier. I understand. I'll do it. She still didn't look happy, but she was determined. The usual relaxed atmosphere crept back in. Well, let's have something to eat first. Momiji, what are we having for breakfast? I'll make something right now. As Momiji busied herself in the kitchen, I became lost in thought again. I had a bad feeling. The sky was clear, the sun was dazzling, the wind was gentle, birds were chirping merrily, but for some reason, it all felt fake. Faker? What the okay. And? Elegantly returning to her teacup to her saucer, Yukari Yakumo had spoken while fixing us with her unwavering gaze. I'd like for you to help, like you did in the last incident. This time, it won't be a human. I'm going myself. While listening to my request, Yukari had slowly lifted her cup and taken another sip. After having watched both me and Momiji intently since we came in the room, she finally turned her gaze towards me alone. An intriguing story. Since this might have been an attack on the Hakude Shrine, I could not turn a blind eye. Fine, I'll help you. Thank you very much. Yukari then suddenly stood up to walk towards Momiji. She bent down slightly and peered into her eyes. What can I do for you? Stared at like that by a yokai so much higher ranking, Momiji must have felt like a mouse before a snake. Yukari then grabbed Momiji's wrist, and she could only let it happen. You were surprisingly close with that crow tengu, aren't you? It wasn't a question. Yukari just talked to herself in a mysterious tone. Yeah, back in the days when Momiji and Aya were friends. Forbidden fandom. So Momiji didn't answer. Yukari then went back to her seat and turned to me again. It should be fine, hopefully. I had no idea what her words and her smile meant, but somehow she looked a little lonely. There was a grandiose gesture of her hand. She tore open a hole behind her, revealing the burnt forest near Hakude Shrine. This one is on the house. There was another rift in space on the other side. Former hell is through there. You'll have to enter through the same path as before, I'm afraid. That's alright. I don't know any other places anyways. Back before she canonically disliked her. Yep. Those were the days. I checked the camera hanging from my neck. That's okay, because now we have Tsukasa Megumu, the new Tengu duo, and they get along, so I and Momiji have been replaced. I'd have to get the evidence I needed with this. Without it, the trial would have been a lost cause. Momiji could only look at my face anxiously. Her tail and ears were both drooping. Don't look so worried. Now, I'll be counting on you, Miss Yukari. I'm just saying, you know, like, Tsukasa and Megumu are what I and Momiji people wanted them to be, right? They're still new, give them time. Now then, I'll be counting on you, Miss Yukari. Yes. Do you truly have that much trust in me? Well, I don't have a choice. Momiji, keep an eye out too. Yeah. Momiji answered a bit more loudly than she ought, and her cheeks flushed from tension. Yukari let her laugh at that. That was a bit surprising. Of course, I didn't let any of it show. Spreading my black wings, I leapt into the tear in space. I appeared in the charcoal-smelling remains of the forest. That's a scary sight for a Tengu. I might not really understand it all, but I know we're beings tied to nature. Watching those burnt trees always made me feel like I was burnt myself. Well, what snakes are waiting in the grass? I guess I really was a snake last time in the end. I want PC98 to come back though. If only the few characters. Only a few characters I want. But I wouldn't mind if they integrated into modern day Gensokyo. I made jokes to myself. I guess I was feeling tense, even if I wasn't exactly sure why. Why was someone as proud and shameless as me getting perturbed so easily? Was it my intuition as a reporter, or was it some kind of yokai power? Shaking off my anxiety, I stepped through the gates of hell. Even though it's no longer really hell, it still wasn't a pleasant place. The desolate landscape wasn't inviting in the least, and shook my composure already. Is anyone there? I'd lost contact with the others a little while ago. We... here... she... fine. Momiji's voice came in intermittently. It suddenly got louder from time to time. The irregular chatter was getting irritating. Ugh, it worked fine before. There being no explanation for it just made me more annoyed. I hadn't even run into anyone to begin with, and I haven't found any clues. This isn't what I expected. I could only keep flying through former hell, clasping my unused camera in my hands. I hadn't made any progress at all. I thought hell would be full of scorching red flames everywhere, but there was just nothing to see there. What a pain. And now, with communications cut off, I was truly wandering through hell aimlessly. Then I felt a chill go down my spine. I got a good sense for danger, so I didn't need to turn around. I dived down and bullets went flying above me. And it didn't escape my notice. The bullets flew in the shape of a bird. I've got it. I twisted in the air, half-turned, and spread my wings. My rapid descent stopped, and I collected myself. Looking in the direction the shots had come from, I could see a figure I could only describe as a fiery bird. What the hell? Most of Gensokyo's yokai usually take human shape. I had thought former Hell's residents would be the same, but it was definitely a bird in front of me. First I should... When I looked through the camera, all I could see was white. Whoa! I'd zoomed in too much. All I could see was the fiery bullets being shot at me. Even if they just sailed by me, the hot air around them still scorched my skin. You don't hold anything back, do you? I bet that's how you burned down that forest, too. Looking closely, there were craters and scorch marks where they hit the ground. That was the kind of thing I'd expect from Marissa, who's supposed to have the highest firepower of anyone. That's not the case anymore. Hey, did you burn down that forest? I didn't think I'd help, but I still asked my questions. As expected, there was no answer. The silent type, huh? Well, it was worth a shot. And then... Aya, hear you! I heard Momiji's voice coming from the yin-yang orb Yukari had prepared. Oh, finally, but I'm busy right now. I answered the orb for the time being. It looked like communications had improved. Momiji answered back clearly. Did something happen, Aya? It felt like days since I'd last heard that voice, but there was no time to talk now. You caught me at a bad time. Whoops. And there... Pardon me. Whoa. I firmly grasped the orb while keeping my distance and dodging bullets. Sorry, I'm being attacked right now. Are you getting any footage? We do now. There's no doubt that you found the culprit. Oh, Yukari? Yeah, I did, but I don't think they'll confess. She won't say anything, even if I ask nicely. Aya, are you alright? I'm fine. Haven't even been hit once. But they won't stop shooting at me. It's getting annoying. I gotta get a picture. Give me a second. Having said that, I readied my camera and weaved through Danmaku. In the meantime, I set the aperture and shutter speed. Putting the speed I'm so proud of to good use, I closed the distance and finally got my hands on the evidence I've been looking for. Now I just had to make it back. I took a look at my target again, but I could only make out the figure of a bird, gleaming with a scorching golden color. How do you prosecute this kind of creature? I'd never heard of a yokai like that before. Yukari, do you know who this is? I cannot be certain. If they are not capable of thought, they might be a newborn yokai. That made me think of that yokai doll, Medicine Melancholy. Well, at least somebody still thinks about her. Though it looks like she's come around to being more self-aware recently. But that hasn't made fighting with that poison doll any more fun. Well then, I just have to drag them back with me, right? As I said that, my hair was blasted back by a wall of air. Even if you're a newborn, I can't go easy on you. I don't know if spell cards are limited in former hell. And with that, I unleashed my spell card on them. Illusionary Dominance. Wow, you really just went for the fucking throat on that one, didn't you? At that moment... Don't be careless. Don't be stupid. Why he click? Momiji and Yukari both yelled out to me from the orb. Tracing her lips with her long fingers, Miss Yukari gathered her thoughts. It seems she discovered the truth. What's gonna happen? Based on Aya's opponent's appearance, Miss Yukari was trying to muster all the info she could. Well, an old bird should be better than a fledgling, even one from a place like former hell. What does that mean? When I asked her that, she looked at me in the eyes. You're good at coaxing words out of people. Would you say you're a good listener? Well, maybe? That was a compliment. Thank you! Thank you! But can you tell me who that other person is? I can't be certain. And with that, Miss Yukari began explaining. The idea that the souls of the dead and the birds are connected. It exists in many places, handed down in legends. There are tales that tie birds, souls, and funerals in many different places in the outside world. I imagine this game is using the OST from the second game, so you know it's not just inserting. It can't just make tracks specifically for this, so it's just using what it has. Still, I don't know why Strawberry Crisis played. Birds. So do you think? Yes. While there are cases like the Envoy of the Gods, the Yaragarasu, very often birds are used as the symbols of death. There's also the red bird that watches the south, which ties fire and birds together. And it is these ties that give birth to yokai. And newborn yokai have a great deal of uncontrollable power. It didn't look like Miss Yukari knew for sure, but she thought it was acting out of resentment on impulse. A frenzied yokai with huge power. Do you have any countermeasures to deal with this? The sound from the orb was choppy, but we could sort of hear what Aya was doing, and her voice. We no longer had images. I didn't want to imagine the worst, but in this situation, I didn't have a choice. I'm afraid not. We can only hope they will calm down. But Aya's attack was... When Aya had launched her attack, the image had flickered and vanished. I wonder what happened. Miss Yukari looked troubled too. I really shouldn't have let Aya go down there alone. Regretting it now wasn't going to change anything, but I couldn't help it. Miss Yukari rates Aya's power really highly, but we have no idea just how strong her opponent was. So hold on. She created a gap that led to the where it needed to go, but she can't just like gap in and gap out? What's this bullshit? So we had no idea what would happen. Aya! Aya! The image reappeared all of a sudden. It was hard to make out, but it was obvious Aya wasn't doing well. Aya wasn't moving like she used to. She was obviously tired. It was like Aya's body was vanishing in Danmaku. Her clothes were scorched everywhere, and it didn't look like Miss Yukari could do anything. Really, I didn't know if there was anyone who could help in this situation. Nobody came to mind. Not the vampires, not the princess from the Netherworld, not the people from Ayante. Aya! 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 All I could do was call out Aya's name. The communications weren't working well either. She probably couldn't hear my voice, but I still kept shouting. Ah, yes. Miss Yukari looked like she remembered something. Something she hadn't considered. Or rather, something she hadn't wanted to consider. But I knew better than to mention that. Momiji? Yes. Miss Yukari turned to face me. My face must have been wet with tears, because she made a small sigh and wiped them away with her hands. There is one person who can help us. Really? But it's not someone who will do anything at my request, so you'll have to go in my stead. My steed? My stead? I caught my breath and snapped my mouth shut. Then I nodded. Now, Yukari made another tear in space. Be on your way. Time's wasted. Yes. I forced out a reply and leapt through. But thinking back, I guess Miss Yukari knew my tears would move her. Where did Momiji go? Well, what I saw when I returned shocked me to the core. Aya! I rushed to the orb Miss Yukari was holding and shouted. Aya was still getting bombarded. She'd just taken 2 or 3 shots to the back, and she was gradually losing altitude. I missed a syllable in there. I couldn't tell if she was conscious at all. Just in time. Miss Yukari muttered behind me. It sounded like she just had sent help to former hell. Aya! Aya! My voice echoed through the room. I think Miss Yukari said something, but I couldn't hear her. Yeah, she got hit. I hadn't crashed yet. To be precise, I think I was still gliding at the time. but I was gradually coming closer to the ground and bound to crash before long. Not a good state to be in. I think Momiji's voice was coming from the orb in my pocket, but I couldn't hear her. The Firebird flapped its wings in order to slow down. Aya! And when my enemy began to come to a stop, a miracle happened. I heard Momiji's voice loud and clear, and came to my senses moments before hitting the ground. I turned around and restored my stance. You could say it was subconscious, but I prefer to call it the stubbornness of a crow tengu. Momiji, where are you? I must have been completely out of it, because I actually looked for Momiji. Obviously, she wasn't there. Aya, you're alright. Then I remembered her voice came from the orb, and I yanked it out of my pocket. Thanks, Momiji. Thank you. Aya. Aya. Friendship! I could hear Momiji crying through the orb, and when I turned back to my enemy, I felt like I could have killed it with my glare alone. You! Get the hell out of my sight! If the others could have seen me then, I wonder what they would have thought. I couldn't remember the last time I've been so angry. I'm not reserved when it comes to having fun, but I always try to keep my negative feelings in check, because they get in the way of making the best choices. Blockade sign. I couldn't think about anything else then. I just followed my pure fury. Yeah, well, I know another character who will do that in future titles. But without question. Terukuni shining through heaven and earth. Block. All of my spell cards. Of all of my spell cards, it was one of the best I had, and my invincible enemy flinched for the first time. Wah. Wah. I howled, like a beast. This wasn't the time to be going easy. I crashed into it with all I had. It was the first sound I heard from it. We weren't playing. I could tell its figure was being torn apart. Aya is going to commit murder. But when it was done, the bird was still there, just a little less bright than before. Even then, I couldn't. I just couldn't move a muscle anymore. Even if I give it my all, it was still falling to the ground. Flying should be effortless to a crow tengu, but I couldn't even do that anymore. I wish I could do the noise the mayor does. Not the mayor, you know, the mayor, my mayor. You know, the Clocktown guy? The carpenter dude? I want to do his noise. The bird cried out and loosed more Danmaku. It was inevitable this time. Or at least that's what I thought. It seems I made it in time. I hope that's Suika. All these shots vanished into smoke just before they struck me. 2 people had suddenly appeared before me. Oh, come on. Is this a joke? It is no joke. Now I should take care of this. Alright. Now then, Miss Tengu. Let me give you my shoulder. Oh, you. The judge. That would make sense, actually. This is definitely the character who would not listen to anything Yukari would come bring her to. Just because she's Yukari. Make sure you rest well properly after this. That is the good deed you can do right now. Komachi, see her home. Got it. Careful now. And so my rescuer, the Yama, Eikishiki, turned to the Firebird, that gathering of dead souls. Not only did you fall to hell, you show no remorse, and still make a nuisance of yourself. How reprehensible. It seems you must face my judgment again. That's the last thing I remember. Later, Komachi told me I passed out in her arms. It might have been the first time I ever truly lost consciousness. What? She went and did cool shit and I didn't get to see it? I will now render my verdict on the defendant, Utsuo Ryuji. Damn, I got a not guilty verdict and I didn't even have to try. Swish, that's going on the perfect record, baby. Afterwards, we concluded the trial, though it had to be postponed today. The judge had taken care of the culprit herself, so in the end, it was a formality. Judge, jury, and executioner right now. With the help of I'm going to get this right this time. With the help of Kana Kamishita-sawa, we reviewed the history of the much-diminished Firebird since it couldn't testify. I did it. Nailed it. As I thought, funny enough, you look at that name, and it's the first name that makes me fuck up. I can pronounce the last name perfectly fine. As I thought, a stray fireball that fell to the ground was the cause. Between the opening, explanations, and verdict, this particular hearing took around 10 minutes. I don't think that record will ever be broken. Hi, are you alright? As soon as I got back to the lobby, I dropped into a chair. The original line is, it was the first time I lost consciousness without falling asleep, but I couldn't come up with a better way to say it. That would be fainting, right? This side story is a very different tone from the rest of the series. It must have been quite a sight, seeing me like this, the mighty Tengu who never suffered a wound before. Ugh, do I look alright? I guess it wasn't kind of me to say that, but I felt like being difficult that day. I must have been looking for an excuse to complain. I'll make a meal that'll fill you with energy again today. Momiji's eyes are still red and puffy. She'd been nursing me and crying over me since the day before. I'm sure that she was dead tired, but she tried not to show it. She wanted to fret over me, not the other way around. God, why is Momiji such a good person? I only had to be in court 10 minutes that day, but I still needed Momiji to stand by me propping me up. Well, we're done for today, so you can take the day off. That's what I started saying, slumping in my chair. But while Momiji fidgeted, the lobby's door opened. You had quite an ordeal this time, Aya. Lady Aiki. Momiji's ears stood on end. She always had a hard time speaking with the Yama, but this incident seemed to have blown past that. Momiji, you have done well. It was those tears that moved me. It's embarrassing. And how are you doing, Aya? I'll manage. Eden's medicine does work wonders. Momiji got me ointment made by the Kappa, which were further improved by Eden. I kinda worried about it, but there have been no side effects. If I was used as a lab rat, at least it worked. I did think you may be in need of assistance. I shall treat you to a meal today. What? Does that mean you'll be cooking? It was so surprising. We both said something pretty rude. I understand your surprise, but I assure you I am confident in my skills. There won't be any truth serums involved, right? And just like that, the Yama's smile disappeared. Why does everyone say that? You are not to face my judgment anytime soon. I'm sorry. I just can't think properly right now. I apologized on instinct in a panic. A long silence hung over the room. Unable to bear the tension, Momiji chortled. Ha 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 ha! What a story, Mark! When Momiji burst out laughing, the Yama and me looked at each other. And then she started laughing as well. They say if you can laugh about it, everything is fine. So I began to laugh through the pain too. Oh shit, that was abrupt. And there you go. So, yeah, that was a hell of a tonal shift, huh? Neat though. As much as I'd like to check out the teaser story, I don't want to edge myself, because all that teaser story is gonna do is edge me to make me want to play the third game, and I can't do that right now, so that's not a good idea. Don't get edged. Nope, not me. You ain't gonna catch me getting edged. But yeah, those side stories were pretty good. I like the first one. The first one was adorable. Pretty funny, pretty good, pretty in tune to the comedic side of the game. And Iku's appearance was quite nice. The second one wasn't bad by any means, but I guess I don't know what you'd call it. I don't know the right term for it, but I guess a little bit of like what do you call it? Tone whiplash, I suppose, where like the perspective of the game changed. The perspective of the game changed, and so did the entire like tone. So, you know, I don't think it was bad. I think it was probably good. Well, like I think it's fine that he chose like that side story to do that, right? Because get a feel for how that works. I'm glad there's not really anything else like it to come. It's like official versus concealed the conclusion. But yeah, no, it wasn't bad. It was just like wow. After doing Momiji's long day, it was like oh geez. But no, it was good. So that's the end of the extra stuff. And unfortunately, that means it's also the end of Aya Ace Attorney for the foreseeable future. Unless, well, I mean, you know, if you end up working on any of the other games at all, then let me know, of course, because obviously I will play them. I will play them pretty much immediately. But the third game is obviously much bigger than that, so I highly doubt that that'll be something that happens overnight. But if you do ever work on any other fan translation patches, then by all means let me know, and I will definitely check them out. It could come anywhere from a few months to a few years, but I don't seem to be going anywhere anytime soon. So hopefully we do get to see some of the other stuff that has been done for this in the future. But for now, Ace Attorney will retire once more, and hopefully someday I'll be able to prop up a title that says Ace Attorney 3. We'll see, though.